How do you go about, when you're working with all these people, you're making all this great content, you're putting out a lot, obviously, even while you're here, posting daily on multiple platforms. How are you going about keeping that flow up, especially when you're at this pinnacle point of like competition? You've got Manchester literally in 4 or 5 days. You've got scrims every day. Tell me a little bit about the ecosystem you've built, around your content.
Yeah, so around the content that I make, I always have I have a team with me. We have a lot of editors hired. We got thumbnails artists. We got graphic designers. We have content strategies. So we have a lot of people behind the scenes that people don't really get to see, but that just helps to automate everything. Makes it easier just makes the workload easier for everyone. And yeah, that's how you do it. You have a team that helps you.
You said you've got like 4 or 5 different people there who obviously make it, really easy for you to focus on all the different aspects of your life and still be putting out like really great content every single day. Yeah. Do you see yourself, as the years progress? Obviously, you're 20 years old and you're at the height of your game right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know, obviously, what the average lifespan of a Rainbow Six player is, but obviously for like CS and for Call of Duty, when you start getting towards your mid-20s, towards the late 20s, you start to tail off a little bit. People's performance just dips cognitively and physically. It's the same for esports players as well. Do you think there is a possibility that you might take a step back from content take a step back from professional play sooner rather than later to focus on content as a full-time initiative?
Yeah, I've been actually thinking about it quite recently. Just because I want to have like a more, like a free schedule. Like the past year has been very like mentally draining for sure. Not a lot of time to see my family, friends, all of these kind of things. So definitely want to hop back on the pro side a little bit. So I kept joking to my team saying if we win one more chip, if I win one more chip, I'm retiring. So I just want to get the big hammer because I already have a major. So if I get the big hammer, then I'm retiring.
You mentioned, family and friends there briefly. How do they factor into all of this? Obviously, it can be really tough when you don't get to see them frequently. You're traveling a lot. You said the last month you've been in the US. You've been in the UK with your management. You've been obviously here for the last week and a half practicing. Then you're at the major for 2 weeks. What's the toll like when you're not seeing your family and friends and having that social interaction with those people that matter most?
Well, for me, it's more of like having actual routines and stuff, so I can actually, make space and make time for, family and friends and meet people. So I guess that's the inconsistency with like traveling and all this stuff, having to find your new spots, with the gym, finding good places to get food from, and all of these things. And, always just sleeping in different rooms, different beds and stuff, it's...
Living out of hotels on the road.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Like a rock star, like a gaming rock star.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit yesterday about, obviously, transcending esports and going into, more of a natural lifestyle type of content. Yeah. What's your plans in that regard? What's next for Spoit in the content game, beyond gaming?
Well, we want to like focus a little bit more on like, stuff outside of Siege. Do some IRL content here and there. Continue, doing more collabs with people, keep branching it out, meeting people and, stuff like that.
We're going to see you on Assignment soon, yeah? Spoit joins Assignment.
We'll see.
Sundays, yeah?
I might be playing in the soccer game soon. We'll see in the charity games. Yeah, might be crazy.
Are you a good soccer player?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up very in a lot of sports. I was playing football at the time. I was playing floorball, which is a very common sport in Sweden. And,
no wrestling though.
No wrestling though. Yeah, and I was swimming as well. So I was doing three sports at the same time at one point. So I had to, leave some behind. Yeah.